All right, I'm back. Yeah, welcome. Congratulations on the new job. If this is helpful, keep using it. If it's not helpful, that's okay. Do it yourself then. Anything here, use it if you want. Don't need to use it if you don't want to. Okay? All right. So, seventh grade science. Last time we took a look at sixth grade science, the little overview, the big picture type stuff. I'll zoom in more later on. This is seventh grade science. We do three main units in seventh grade science. We do chemical interactions, earth science and rocks, and populations and ecosystems. Okay. All right, chemical interactions. Take a look at atoms and chemistry, basically. Do some basic chemistry type stuff. One of the fun things that we did in here was the stop motion reactions. You can probably see some of those on my YouTube video or YouTube channel if you want to. Basically, what kids did in my class, I have some models that you can put together different compounds with. Um, it's just the ball and stick models type thing, and they would use the iPads with the stop motion app and the 2x4 rigs that we built together and the whiteboards, and they would go ahead and show chemical reactions going on, how the atoms rearrange themselves. So it was a fun little PBL that we did. Robotic cars is something using Arduinos, do some basic programming. That's a dream of mine. That's the only reason why that's there. Earth science is what we went into next. So Earth science and rocks. The couple PBLs that we did in there, one was earthquake towers. I actually built a rig. It's at Dotton Christian right now, but we'll make sure that we get it back to Westside Christian. If you can't find it, give me a call, whatever. And what the students did is they made basically balsa wood earthquake towers. They had to be 5 levels tall. We put them together with basically wood super glue, cyanoacrylate, and then we put it on a little pad that I had built, and we shook them. We put an iPad on there as well, using the accelerometer to measure the magnitude of the earthquake, and so we do like 10 seconds at a low magnitude earthquake, 10 seconds at a medium, 10 seconds at a high magnitude earthquake, and see whose tower lasted the longest and could withstand the biggest earthquake. So that was really cool. Some engineering in there, a lot of fun. Okay. Another thing we did in the Earth Science and Rocks unit, we did a volcanoes documentary. This was a lot of work on the kids, but ended up being really good, and it ended up being a good collaboration with English language arts. Basically, what we did when we studied volcanoes, I split the class into 5 different groups, so 3 kids per group type thing. And gave them some outline on what I wanted them to put together for a documentary. One group was, we started out with Pompeii, what happened there, the bodies, all that kind of stuff. The next one, I think, I'll go through this in more detail later on, but next one was like how volcanoes were formed and all that kind of stuff. Each group did a 5 to 8 minute video on their part. Now we didn't even have their faces in there. We would actually end up, what program did we use? I'm thinking real quick. Oh, I think we just used the green screen. Yeah, we used the green screen program, and left ourselves out of it, I believe. And we just went ahead and did a voiceover on it and put a whole bunch of different pictures in there. And each group built a section of a documentary, and then I spliced all of them together. And so, my homeroom had one, and Mr. Klomp's homeroom had their own documentary on volcanoes. And then we got together, we watched them together, we popped popcorn, had fun, watched each other's documentaries on volcanoes. And it was pretty fun. It was a good thing to do. It was a deeper unit. Where the crossover comes with English language arts is I had my kids write scripts for their documentary, and then they went over them in language arts, and Marilee just did an awesome job of helping the kids to capture the attention of the audience and stuff like that. So that's a good thing. Then populations and ecosystems. Now, This year we had just started populations and ecosystems, and then COVID-19 hit, and so we had some issues there. Everything's there. I wish it would have gone better than it had gone. I mean, we ended up, what we did is we made websites. We took a look at populations and ecosystems. We took a look at a few of the basic things of populations and ecosystems. We took a look at succession and reproduction strategies, that kind of stuff. Then we did 2 rounds of this. We did 1 round of land ecosystems. So I split my kids. They actually did it by themselves. I would have done it in groups, but we couldn't do it in groups because of COVID-19 type stuff. And we made websites on, like, one kid made a website on grasslands. Another one would be, now I'm getting a little bit of a brain fart here, mind blank, deserts. Another one on rainforests. Another one on coniferous forests. Another one on deciduous forests, stuff like that. We took a look at the ecosystem, how it works, made food webs for it, who the decomposers are, who the main producers are, primary, secondary, tertiary consumers, and all those. We took a look at adaptations that they had to thrive in that ecosystem, stuff like that. So we did round one, land ecosystem websites. Round two, we did aquatic ecosystem websites. Went quite well. One thing that I would change for you coming up is I would actually do ecosystems, and Janet, Mrs. Stahl can help a lot with this. Do ecosystems around the school, local ecosystems, and have kids actually get out there and actually study the ecosystems themselves. We could not do that because we weren't together, for one thing. We weren't at school. And the other thing that was a bummer is that, like, there's not a huge amount of information on local ecosystems. You almost have to go there to study it. That's why I did, like, tropical rainforest ecosystems, because there's a ton of information on the internet for that. So yeah, that was fun. It was successful, but I wish it could have been better. This is just a STEM dream, simple machines. I would like to, if I had time, I would have dipped into simple machines, take a look at some of that, because you can do some hands-on stuff there. Really, really fun. So always a focus for all my classes. I always focus on, what the kids can, what skills the kids need for high school and for beyond. And the biggest thing that I see: problem solving, critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, and communication skills. Everything that I did, I always rolled back to these guys. So there's your overview of 6th grade science and of 7th grade science. Hope this is helpful. I'm going to keep making these videos. My next one will then be diving a little bit more into detail of 6th grade science. And probably still going to be saying this, but as always, if you like it, use it. If you don't like it, that's fine. The FOSS system is already set up. This is just kind of the extra things I kind of added to and modified a little bit. So, all right, thank you. Congratulations on your job. Bye-bye.